A 9-year-old girl who's missing part of one arm is playing an instrument that usually requires both hands.
The young musician is defying the odds with the help of several people, including a former OU-Tulsa student. News on 6's Sawyer Bussey has more in our Something Good segment.
She is young but fierce.
Yeah.
9-year-old Evelyn Kavanaugh is always up for a challenge.
I don't know where I got it from, but I'm glad that I have that type of attitude.
Evelyn was adopted in 2015 when she was 4 years old. She lost the lower part of one of her arms in an accident in Uganda when she was a toddler.
You know, would she get made fun of? Would she feel that she was less than anybody else?
Evelyn's mom, Christy, knew whatever challenges came up, they would be right beside their little girl. But turns out, Evelyn's got this.
She figures out how to do most things.
That determination was no different when Evelyn decided she wanted to play the violin, an instrument that traditionally takes two hands. Christy started making phone calls and things quickly started falling into place.
She immediately knew somebody who had a student who only had one arm. 10 or 15 minutes later, I get a call back saying, hey, let's look into what about getting her a prosthesis to help her play the violin.
And I was a student in the Master of Occupational Therapy program.
Through a lot of trial and error, Ashley Rankin built an arm so Evelyn could play her violin.
I was learning, basically how to play the violin too, because I didn't know anything about that, to also learning how to do 3D printing, to also being in the midst of school.
While they waited for the right fit, Christy stepped in to help her daughter.
My mom would just do the bow for me.
So it was like, well, I guess she's supposed to do this.
In mere months, Evelyn was playing all on her own.
And by helping her, I got to let her experience something that other kids have gotten to experience.
Maybe the only limits we have in life are the ones we set for ourselves.
She has no limits.
You already knew that though about yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Sawyer Bussey, Oklahoma Zone, News on 6.